Joseph dreamed a dream that set him apart from men, a dream that gave him courage to overcome his every sin. Joseph dreamed a dream. One day,
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Well, I did thank everyone for joining us this morning on Supporting Team Dreams, where we are encouraging, inspiring teams to dream. Our show this morning is based on Joseph, where God gave him a dream. And so we want to do the same thing to encourage kids to do their best, teams to strive to get them focused on what they want to be in life. And this morning I have with me my brother, my friend, my confidant, the entrepreneur, the only one, Lametris McGahee, on the line with us. You there, my brother?
Yes, sir. How you doing? Good morning.
Man, I'm doing great this morning. I'm doing great. Thank you so much for joining us. And, I really appreciate you coming on this morning and helping to inspire the teams in order to inspire them to start dreaming and giving them encouraging insight to help them achieve their dreams. And so I'd like to talk to you this morning about your dreams. So can you tell me, my brother, who or what has inspired you to fulfill your dreams? And tell me, what is your dream? Let's just talk for a moment.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll start out by saying good morning, great morning to everyone, and God bless everyone and their family this morning. My name is Lametris McGahee. I'm actually from Thompson, Georgia. So I actually grew up in Thompson. I'm from Thompson. I left Thompson and went to college. And in college, I actually went to go for computer programming. But once I got to school and I was doing my computer programming for maybe the first 3 to 4 weeks of me being in that new school, I was in there and I didn't really have a passion for what I was doing at the time. I was just going to school. So it's kind of like most teens when you're in or in high school, you might not know what you really want to do. So by the time that you actually go to school, you're trying to figure it out. So I was in that first 3 to 6 month period at DeVry, actually, taking computer programming. And I'm a pretty smart kid. And I get to the college, and while I'm at the college, these first couple of months, I'm learning the core classes about computer programming. And while I'm learning these classes, I'm looking around me, and everybody in the room is getting it. And, everybody else is understanding what the teacher is talking about. Everybody else is getting the plan. And I'm a smart guy, so I'm looking around, but I'm not getting it. So I'm confused. So I'm trying to figure it out, like, why am I here? What's going on? So at this point, I've always had a sense of God in my spirit. Now, over the years, my connection with God got stronger. But even in my early teens, I had a connection with God. So I would ask God at that time, why am I here if I don't get this, and what's going on? And at that time, I really started to get a message about pursuing my passion versus me just the reason why I left to go to school was basically just to get out of Thompson and try to find my way. And I didn't have a plan. But when I got there and I kind of got in the fire, God started showing me, or start putting on my heart for me to follow my passion versus me just going to, the money or just trying to get out of Thompson, So
Right.
I ended up leaving DeVry and going to art school because I've been a natural artist my whole life. I've just been drawing and making music and doing things like that since I've been a young teen. So the passion was within the art, but again, I didn't chase that passion in the beginning. But once I got to school and got around other people, and God started leading me toward my passion toward the art. So from there, I went to art school. And once I got into art school, I finally felt like I was at home. I finally felt like I was in a place that I belonged. And at that point, I started pursuing my dreams of trying to get into the art field and figure out my passions within the art field. So that's the start.
Good deal. So you knew, just like God knew from the beginning, when he created you, you know, that he created you for a reason, and that he created you for that purpose. And so it sounds like you did conform to his will. He transformed your mind, and your thoughts were reflecting his will, and he just formed your heart, you know, Demetrius, for the care and for the love of the creation that he put inside of you.
Correct.
Tell me, what is it that you do actually? What are you doing now with your
Okay, yeah. So that path so for once I got on the art path over the years, I definitely developed a deeper passion for what I felt like I was put here to do. But again, I was young and it took time to develop it. So at this point, I've been blessed with the opportunity to actually still be in the art field as a profession, both actually professionally and recreationally, you can call it. Currently, I am a writer, producer at News Channel 6 here in Augusta, Georgia. So I actually write, produce, and do the local business commercials that come on the TV. So my work went from not knowing what I wanted to do all the way up to the TV. So I'm actually on broadcast on TV now. And then I'm also a small business owner. So I actually help small businesses advertise and be more and increase their digital presence online as well. So yeah, I'm working. So my dream has become both my passion and my recreation, which is awesome.
Okay, great. Good deal, man. I'm glad to hear that, because you and I have spoken before in the past about, you know, the good works and, you know, rising you up and leading your step down the path. And, you know, you and I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago, and you brought back to my memory the things that I had no idea how I had impacted your life.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to tell those teens, you know, out there about who supports you, and what is someone that you've spoken to about your dream?
Right. So I hope that, you know, everyone was listening in the beginning and kind of got the point to where when you're young, you may not understand what you want to do and where you want to go. But if you keep your foundation and a religion back, some type of religious or spiritual based reality, if you keep your base there, all the moves you make is based on what you think God would do or what Jesus would do. It's kind of like the bracelet people used to wear, the WWJD. What would Jesus do? That bracelet was to serve as a reminder to keep your soul and spirit and keeping your everyday activities based on the Christ-like activities of what God would do. So basically what I'm saying, as long as you keep your mind and thoughts pure and righteous, you may not know what you're doing at a young age, but as long as your mind and actions are pure, God will eventually put you on your path. So you may not understand what you want to do right now. That's cool. But if you got a passion, try to pursue that passion as much as you can, because if you're working in your passion, you're never actually working, because you're going to love going to work every day. I love going to work every day doing what I do. And then the people are around you that support you early and just period in your life, that supports your dream. You may not understand the importance of those people in your life right now, but please keep those people that show you genuine love around you and closely in your circle. And again, you can't lose. If you got great friends around you and you got the presence of God in your heart, you can't lose.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they say in Ecclesiastes, I think it's 4:9-10, it says that two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor.
Yes.
If either one of them fall down, you know, one can help the other up. And so, of course, you know, relationships are definitely important. And I understand that is who are in your relationships, who supports you, or do you have any supporters, or who is someone spoken to about your dream?
Definitely. So number one supporter it had always been my mother and my stepdad. Those are my cornerstones in my life. I've been blessed with the opportunity to have a great mother and a great stepdad. And I say that blessing comes directly from God. So the number one supporter I always say has always been God. Of God's given me the opportunity to see and have a vision, number one. And then number two, have people like my mother and my stepdad that has 100% supported me, even in my mistakes and my stupidness, still been able to be supported. So that is the number one reason why I move in the morning, is a move, period. Other than that, of course, I briefly mentioned that I also, besides the camera work that I do. I also like to rhyme and rap too. So I have 3 brothers that's involved in music or has helped me influence, has heavily influenced me when it comes to my passion for music. Of course, it was you, my brother Reco. He's number one that helped me figure out the whole plan in the beginning. He kind of inspired me. My brother Daryl, he's a DJ, so I've been around the music game since I was very young. If anybody on here got probably an uncle or someone that remembers the old skating ring in Thompson, yeah, I was in there at 5 or 6, so definitely been around the music for a long time. And actually, my other brother actually DJs too. So I got 2 brothers that DJ. You was one of the main inspired people that helped me actually pick up a microphone and get started, though, man. So just people around me and family around me that supported the dream. But thank you guys, because my family was one of my main supporters. So definitely.
Well, good there, man. I can definitely attest to your wisdom and to your recognition, how good it is to have, which is your stepdad, which is my dad, Arthur Alexander, and
yes,
her mom, my stepmom, Joanne Alexander, and I both thank them for the wonderful gifts, the family, and definitely for our relationship together.
Yeah.
Without difficulty, we both acknowledge their wisdom and recognizing how good and pleasant it will be for both of us to be in fellowship with one another. And, that's love, man. That's definitely love, genuine affection. And, I take delight in honoring, them and you, with your gifts and talent. And so it helps us to know that we can realize and rely on each other.
Yeah.
Who do you think, or what does your dream serve, or how do you think achieving your dream will influence your friends or benefit your family or any team?
Okay, that's a good question. Because I think that I might be, I don't know, I want to single myself out. I'll put it this way. One of my main purposes for what I want to do is totally not on a selfish agenda. I could want to do these things for myself. I could want to make a better way for myself. I could want to shine and be above everyone else in my community, or wherever that crab in the barrel mentality comes from. But I'm not that. I really do it for the people. I do it for my family. I do it for an opportunity to share some of my life's experiences with the youth, and it may give an opportunity to learn from some of my mistakes. Everybody goes through mistakes. Everybody may not even have that person in their life that they can serve as a beacon of light to march toward, to try to set an example for. So I took it upon myself to be that beacon of light for people that can't see it, they can't choose, they don't have it around them, because I was blessed enough to have a beacon. So for the people that don't have that beacon, for the people that need a beacon, I'm here to try to show you that it's 1,000% possible. Anything that line, anything is possible through Christ is 100% real, because with that power and that mentality, you can do anything, man. I tell you, because my life has truly been amazing, and I give it all to God.
Well, good deal. Well, without in faith, man, it's impossible to God. And I thank you so much, my brother, for joining us today. I know that you believe. I know, Father, I know that you have a passion. God has rewarded you, and now those around you are benefiting from that reward. And so I just want to say thank you so much to the guests, to the listeners, for joining us today. We come to the end of our show, and I want to congratulate you for all the success and for your diligent work and for seeking all that you can, Father, brother, to serve in this life, and not be short-sighted on those benefits. But Father, just have an everlasting reward for those that are in you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for joining us, and
thank you for having me, man.
Okay. Well, until next time, everyone, this is Supporting Team Dreams.